So this car is actually pretty peppy. I wasn't expecting that. I just have it in normal mode, but I gave it some throttle and it was ready to go. So quite impressed. But with this Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, we do get the proactive driving assistance. So what that does is it's kind of like, I used to have a Model 3 Tesla, and basically when you come up to corners, it'll adjust your speed to keep, like most adaptive cruise controls, lane centering, all of that, if you get to a corner that's a little sharp, it'll just take you through it, and then most of the time it kind of panics and then will cut off. But this one kind of slows down for corners and things of that nature. So it's pretty neat. I'm gonna try to use it, but I never did trust that. It's one thing to have adaptive cruise and lane centering, but it's a whole nother thing for the car to take corners. That's just kind of crazy to me. But again, I'll try to test it out in this corner up here. But the lines are so faded, I don't even know if it'll pick it up. So we have it in cruise mode. Now I'm gonna set it to adaptive. And let's see what it does. But overall, the ride is pretty nice. It really does remind me, it's like a mix between an Avalon and a Camry to me. Drives like a Camry hybrid, but has the space and the overall, I think, looks of the Avalon. So let's see how it takes this corner. Okay, so pretty impressive. And it actually told me, hey, the lane tracing system is gonna be unavailable soon, so just keep that in mind. So pretty neat. Because it's actually hard for me to get these sensors to pick up, or the cameras, radar, all of that, to pick up the lines here. But this is the first time I've used this 3.0 system. I think it's the first car I've been in. But I'm in the, I think it's running on the hybrid mode now. I'm gonna see if it'll let me switch to EV mode. So it won't let me do that. It's mostly for low speed anyway. I was just curious. So I feel like there it adjusted the speed for the corner, but I haven't really gotten a super sharp corner to try it on yet. Let me try and speed up and see if it'll slow me down. But I love how quiet it is in the cabin. This is an impressive car a lot of people don't know about yet, because it is just like, it's not an EV, and Toyota really doesn't need to push their products, but this is so new, a lot of people still don't know that this is available. So it didn't slow down there. But again, I wouldn't really trust it for that anyway. But the system, okay, there it is. It started to slow down for this corner here just a little bit. So pretty nice. It'll probably do it for corners that, you know, the lines have to be pretty visible. The corner has to be pretty visible. But at least you know that it will do that. So I'm impressed by that. And the regenerative brake feel is pretty good. I think it's one of the best ones I felt in a Toyota, at least. But I was actually expecting there to be a little bit of a soft spot as it transitioned, but I didn't feel it at all. I'm gonna put it into the battery mode now. And then we have that regen maxed out. So as I come around this corner, it'll slow me down pretty hard. But let's put it into sport mode and see how it accelerates. So not giving it full power. And what's surprising is it doesn't scare me. A lot of hybrids and smaller engines, you try to put them on the interstate or to accelerate to merge into traffic on the interstate, and they kind of scare you because they sound like they're about to blow up. And this was not the case here. And I always forget, when you're in this B mode, you can't use the cruise control, because when you let off the gas pedal, it's supposed to just be worried about charging the battery. I'm gonna put it into the regular drive mode now, and then let's see how it drives down the interstate here, about 75. Turn the gap back a little bit. But as I always say, Toyota Safety Sense is one of the best driver assistance suites out there. The lane centering's great, or the lane tracing assist, excuse me, and the radar cruise control is pretty top notch. And then having this proactive driving assistance is just one more thing that makes it that much easier to drive. And of course, you're supposed to keep your hands on the wheel. But honestly, ride quality is pretty good. Just a tad bit of wind noise driving down here, but the wind's starting to pick up as this storm is moving in. But overall, this is an interesting option because it is about the price of an EV. So for $50,000, it's not cheap, specifically in this Limited, but you have heated cooled seats, heated steering wheel, 11 speaker JBL sound system, the glass roof, the 3.0 safety sense. Just, it's decked out, it really is. Need to figure out what this button is right here. I don't know if that heats the windshield or what, but leave a comment below if you know what that is. I've never seen that. But overall, just a great driving car. And if you want to get 40 miles per gallon and still have something that's somewhat quick and also extremely comfortable, definitely a great option here. So again, in terms of what you get for the money, there's a lot here, but if you're wanting to stick with an EV, you can definitely find one around the same price point. It won't have as many features as this, but the Crown is definitely, I think, for a specific customer. But as more people start to transition to hybrid cars, you were paying 50 grand for an Avalon, so this Crown being able to get 42 miles per gallon, it's just a step towards the future, in my opinion. But a fantastic driving car, and it does look good as well. But this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2023 Toyota Crown Limited.